Why did you join Rotary? If you're like I am, you joined to change lives, to leave a legacy of service, to really help more people. And one of the ways that we can really help people is by contributing to the Rotary Foundation. The Rotary Foundation is our source for matching money for our projects. It's our source to help even more people with all the things that we want to do. So why do we join the Rotary Foundation? Why do we contribute to it? It's convenient, it's consistent, it's easy, it's personalized. We can decide exactly how we want our money to be spent. We can do more good work for more people, and we can leave a legacy of service and leverage our money at the same time. And that's pretty important. So we have so many choices every day about where we spend our money. So why should we contribute to the Rotary Foundation? Rotary Foundation has been rated by Charity Navigator as 4-star out of 4-star for many consecutive years. We have 100% overall rating, 100% financial efficiency and accountability, and 100% transparency. That's pretty awesome. And we do all of that with an incredible low administrative cost. It varies from year to year, but it wavers right around 1%. Your money really goes to where you want it to go. So why do we want to contribute? That's easy. How can we contribute is also easy. We can contribute as every Rotarian every year, which says that every Rotarian contributes something financially to the Rotary Foundation. Many people give more in service and don't have as much to give financially. Okay, fine. But we can all give something. Maybe it's $25 a year. Or maybe you're one of those people who can give $25 a quarter, $25 a month, $25 a day. You do whatever it is that works for you. But every Rotarian contributes something financially to the Rotary Foundation every year. A sustaining member contributes $100 a year. A Paul Harris Fellow can contribute anything they want over any period of time, and when it reaches $1,000, then they have a Paul Harris Fellow level. And that can be a combination of dollars and points. Paul Harris Society contributes $1,000 cash per year. But every Rotarian does whatever they are comfortable financially with doing. But we need a compelling reason. And the Charity Navigator rating is one of the compelling reasons. Another one is the fact that the foundation is our matching money for all of our projects, whether it be local, district, whether it is international. And we make it easy to contribute to the Rotary Foundation. You can contribute by debit card, credit card, they even take a check. Or you can do points as an incentive to help members who are wanting a little extra nudge to be able to give to the Rotary Foundation. Every dollar you contribute to the Rotary Foundation, you earn 1 point. That point can be given to fellow Rotarians to help them reach their next level of the Paul Harris Fellow. Members can give to members, the club can give to members. There's various ways to do that. Personally, I send an email to every one of my club members every year telling them how many points they have accumulated toward their next Paul Harris Fellow level and how many points they have to give to their fellow Rotarians. In many cases, we do matching points to help people know what they can do and how they can make it even easier. Because you can give your points to help someone else, but you cannot use points you have earned toward your own Paul Harris Fellow level. I give 200 points for everyone who enrolls in Rotary Direct, because Rotary Direct helps in so many ways. It helps members be able to contribute and not have to keep it on their to-do list because it's already automatic. It also helps the district be able to plan, because just like your personal budget, the district needs to know what money is coming in so that they know for future planning what money they will have available for grants. See, when we contribute, that money comes back to the district 3 years later. So we have to be able to plan in advance. You can give points for special service. Maybe you have a member who doesn't have a great deal of financial resources to give, but they are so good with giving their time, talent, and energy. We can give points to them as a way of saying thank you for their extra service. If a member has contributed, say, $200 toward their next Paul Harris Fellow level, we know they're $800 short. So we can say, okay, you contribute $400 cash, and I'll give you 400 points. That makes your $800 and brings you to the next Paul Harris Fellow level. We can help each other with whatever incentive is necessary in order to meet their individual goals. Paul Harris Society is another level. Now you're familiar with the Paul Harris Fellow. That's the round pin. And that can be a combination of dollars and points over any period of time. Paul Harris Society is a commitment, that's the PHS, Paul Harris Society, a commitment to give $1,000 cash every Rotary year as long as you are so inclined and able. It's convenient because we can do it through Rotary Direct, cash. We can do it through credit card, debit card. It's consistent because we do it every year, and it's personalized because we can choose where we want it to go. Do you want it to go to polio, or do you want it to go to annual fund share? You can also contribute to a specific approved grant, but I've never seen anyone do that in my years with Paul Harris Society. But it is possible. Most people do annual fund share or polio. We make it easy for you to say yes. You can contribute through your IRA. If you're like me and you're 70 or over, you have a mandatory withdrawal from your retirement funds anyway. Why not go straight from that retirement account straight to the Rotary Foundation? It doesn't pass through your hands, so you have no tax liability, but you've still met your commitment to contribute, and it stays in the tax deductible category because it went from retirement funds to a 501c3. You can contribute stocks. You can contribute by credit card, debit card, or check. You can go through Rotary Direct. Personally, I put $2.83 a day, which is $85 a month, on my credit card. That meets my $1,000 commitment for the year. I don't have to worry about it. $2.83 a day. Think about it. How many of us blow $3 a day without a blink? Why not use that $2.83 a day, $85 a month, to meet your $1,000 a year and genuinely make a difference? Leave that legacy of service. In my opinion, Paul Harris Society is the sweet spot of all giving to the Rotary Foundation. Remember, it's convenient, it's consistent, and it's personalized. It is the sweet spot. Now, I said you can give to polio, or you can give to annual fund share. Those are the two most common of the three. Annual fund share is where all the matching money comes from for our district grants and our international grants. That's the money for our projects. And we do so many projects because we do so much good work for so many people. Now, polio has been a signature project of Rotary for over 34 years now. And that is so important, because polio is really only a plane ride away from being right back here in the United States. There's a study in the Washington Post, October of 2018, I believe, that said that the number of children in United States who do not receive all or may not receive any of their immunizations has quadrupled since 2001. Polio and many other diseases are only a plane ride away from being right back here, putting our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren at risk. It's important we totally eradicate this terrible disease. 34 years ago, when we started the fight against polio, there were 350,000 new cases of polio every year. 2018, we had it down to 33, and we were so excited. We're almost there. We're almost there. We've almost got it. 2019, that jumped to 174. Now that's scary. 174 is 125 cases in Pakistan and the others in Afghanistan. Then already in 2020, we have 39 cases in Pakistan and 3 in Afghanistan. So we already have 42 cases in 2020. That's scary. We've got to find a way to get rid of this. And I have an idea of how you can do that that is so easy. And I've done it in District 5450. This is the 3rd year. It's working, it's easy, and it really makes a difference. Let me show you. I said it was easy to contribute to polio and really make that difference. So this is how we do it. I used 10,000. Not only is it easy math, but it's what I actually did that very first year. 10,000 district designated funds, DDF, matched with the World Fund of 10,000 becomes 20,000. That 20,000 leveraged with Gates Foundation brought 20,000 plus 40 is $60,000. So all the district did was put up 10,000 district designated funds, and it leverages to $60,000 for polio. I liked that, so I added a $10,000 donor. That leverage with the Gates Foundation brought in another $30,000. So 10,000 district designated funds, one $10,000 donor leveraged to $90,000 for polio. That's awesome. And it's legal. That's great leverage. Well, Paul Harris Society is my hot button, my special love. So I added 10 new Paul Harris Society members. They gave to annual fund share. That helps the district governor in their budget, and it gives more money available for our projects. So that leverages to $100,000. Think what that'll do for your club goals. Think what that'll do for your district goals. Think what that will do for polio and for Rotary. We can do so much. And it was so easy. 10,000 DDF, $10,000 donor, and 10 new Paul Harris Society members. We have $100,000. Well, that worked so easy. I tried it the next year with 25,000 district designated funds matched with World Fund of 25 became 50. 50 I leveraged with Gates Foundation became 150,000. Then you added on $25,000 donor leveraged with Gates Foundation became 75, and you have $225,000 for polio. It was so easy, and think how much good we can do with that. So then I added 25 new Paul Harris Society members giving to the annual fund, and that leverages to $250,000. Think about it. And it was so easy. I have a little story at the end to tell you exactly how I came up with the 25,000 for the donor. The 25 new Paul Harris Society members I got by just presenting the information at one district conference. Think how much good we can do. And it's so easy. We want to leverage our money. We're smart. We've worked hard for our money, and we want to leverage it. This is a great way to leverage it. And we can do more projects, which help more people. We can work on ending polio now. So whether you want to contribute through every Rotarian every year, maybe it's $25 a year, that's all you can do. Okay, fine. Do whatever works for you. Or maybe it's a sustaining member of $100 a year. Maybe it's working toward Paul Harris fellow levels. Maybe it's Paul Harris Society, $1,000 a year, which is only $2.83 a day. Use that money you would casually blow every day to do something really significant for Rotary and for all the things that we do every day to make life better, because that's what we're all about as Rotarians. Now, I told you I would tell you a little story about what I did to receive that 25,000 donor. I was working too many hours to get out visiting clubs, so I went to my own club. And we're not noted as a check writing club at all. We are a hands-on service club. But I went to Gordon and I said, okay, Gordon, I know you've stopped giving to the Rotary Foundation because you want your money to go local instead of international. I get that. That's your personal preference. But you are passionate about polio, right? He said, well, yes, I am. I had friends who were afflicted with it. Okay, here's what I want to do. And I went back and showed him exactly what I did with this promotion. And he said, well, I could do that. Tell you what, why don't you go to Tom? He just sold his bank and he has a little extra jingle in his pocket. I'll do it if Tom will. I said, okay, fine. So I went to Tom and I told him about it. Well, he's a banker. He understands leveraging money. And he said, yeah, I like that. Tell you what, I'll do it if Paul will. I said, okay. Paul owned a huge CPA firm. So I told Paul about it and he said, that sounds good. Tell you what, I'll do it if Tom does. I said, great. Tom already said yes if you would. I said, okay, how much do you want? I said, well, I want at least 5,000. He said, all right, I'll give you 5. So I went back to Tom and Tom said, well, I sort of changed my mind. I talked it over with my wife and we're going to give 10. I said, I like that. So I went back to Paul and I said, Tom's going to give 10. Would you give me 10? He said, all right, I'll transfer 10,000 from my IRA. Went back to Tom. He said, I'll give 10,000 stock. Great. Went back to Gordon and he said, I'll give you a check for 5,000. Bingo, 25,000. Rotarians, challenging Rotarians, having fun with the process and raising money to do good things to help eradicate polio and to do more projects. It's that easy. What works for you? Do what works for you. But the basic is, Rotary's good at a lot of things, but mind reading is not one of them. We need to fill out the form to let Rotary know, yes, I'd like to join Paul Harris Society, or yes, I'd like to contribute through Rotary Direct. Whatever it is, yes, I'd like to transfer money from my IRA, or yes, I'd like to transfer stocks. Whatever it is you want to do, you get to personalize it to what works for you. Every Rotarian contributes. We contribute in hands-on service and we contribute financially. Do what works for you. But fill out the form and let Rotary know what you want to do. But the bottom line is, it's just like your personal budget. Money has to come in before it can go out. Let's do more good work, help more people, and genuinely make a difference in more lives. Let me know anything that I can do to help you. I want to help you as individual Rotarians. I want to help clubs, districts. Let me know what I can do. Here's my contact information. Please feel free to get in touch with me. Email, that is my cell phone, just letting you know what the best way is to reach me. Either call me, text me, email me, let me know what I can do to help you. That is my goal. Have an awesome day, and let's make a difference in even more lives.